It's February 11th, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A wonderful, wacky Wednesday. Hello, how are you? It's snowing a little bit here, but it's beautiful here in the city of Toronto. We're alive. How does it feel to be alive on a Wednesday morning in Toronto? That's fine. Jeremy Lambert's here. How you doing, buddy?
Well, we're late because of Joel, everybody.
Yes, I take responsibility for this one. I logged on, I turned everything on and couldn't hear Jeremy, and I was like, oh, okay. And then found out quickly it was on my end because no music, no audio, nothing was playing on my side. So I knew it was me. We figured it out. We need to reboot.
It's always very funny that the tech issues come from your side because you're the tech in production. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember the one time where you couldn't hear me. Sure. Yeah, you couldn't hear me. I joined the show from my wife's phone to make sure because you couldn't hear me on my end on my computer. I joined from my wife's phone and you still couldn't hear me, and you just had something unplugged or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, I went through 3 different resources to try to figure this out, and it was on your end the entire time.
I couldn't figure out if it was whose it was. And I think it was at the time when it turns out my kid had been playing with the board and hadn't told anybody.
I mean, we always just blame the kids anyway, whether it's their fault or not, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Totally. I get it.
We'll say it was the kid's fault.
It's like the one time I told the story on air where I found that one random Yodo card. For those who know what the Yodo is, it's you get the NFC cards and you can load music and stuff. And I'm just sitting here playing with my phone on my desk, and I keep seeing, card nearby, NFC, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I reached under my desk mat, and it was my kid's music card that we had missed for 2 weeks. Yeah, that stuff is hilarious. When gear's not working, you're like, oh shit, this sucks. But it'll be fine.
I'm well. I'm good. I don't know what the weather is today. I stayed up and watched New Japan SP3, and I will talk about that tomorrow. And I slept a little bit, and now I will see what is actually going on in the world because I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. It was warm yesterday. The snow was finally starting to melt after 2 weeks. So that was kind of nice. I don't know what it is today. My wife might message me here in a second and be like, it's so-and-so. But yeah,
it is
hopefully it's nice.
1 degree Celsius. So it's 31 going up to 31.
31. Okay, sure. I'll take your word for it.
That's your nice out. That's nice. It's going to be 8 on Saturday. Sorry, 47 for you guys.
It says it's 30 here.
Same thing.
Okay.
30, 31.
Oh, wait, were you doing the weather for me?
Yeah, I was looking up yours.
Oh, I thought you were doing yours. That's why I was confused.
No, I already got you.
Okay. All right, yeah, it's apparently 30 here.
Good. Everyone's going to be happy. Anyway.
Apparently it feels like 16, according to my wife. So.
That would be the wind chill, yeah.
Okay.
Or the real feel, whatever you guys want to call it. Either way. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's Wednesday. The show, no idea what's going to happen. Why? Not much going on. I mean, there was a New Japan show last night. Listen, full disclosure, didn't see it. Found out the results. Found the talking points. Things look pretty interesting in New Japan right now. I'm sure SP3 will have plenty more to say. I do get to blame Jeremy for one thing. When Jeremy promotes something, it never comes through. I heard Jeremy. I didn't listen to yesterday's show. I heard Jeremy promoted an interview for this morning. Unfortunately, it wasn't 100% confirmed at the time, although I did put it in the group chat, so it was assumed confirmed. We had planned for it. Mercedes Martinez is still planning to join us. The plan now is for Friday morning. So that is what I've gathered from Smash Wrestling. She's going to be promoting her match with Jody Threat for the Smash Women's World Title. Plus, we'll talk about her induction into the Women's Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame, which is huge for her and everything going on with her career as she starts to wind down on that. So very much looking forward to welcoming Mercedes on Friday morning, which means today's show just got a whole lot more empty because we're going to do NXT for 2.5 hours. No, we're not. I don't know what we're going to talk about. The Olympics are on. You're upset about the curling.
I mean,
well, not upset, Jeremy upset, but you're not happy.
Let's not put words in my mouth, Joel.
No,
you can just ask me how I'm feeling about the curling,
I can just pull up your tweets and assume based on the tweet language how you're feeling, and then I won't ask you directly. It was a smiley, it's an unhappy smiley face. So an unhappy,
So sad face.
thank you, sad face, especially, and it's not the emoji either. He used the semicolon
Yeah.
with the with the
I feel like doing a dumbass emoji. It takes too long.
I get it. It says tough ending for U.S. curling. Isabella was amazing for Sweden. So tough ending usually indicates super sad Jeremy gonna go pound the streets for several hours.
I don't get that invested into the curling. I mean, let's go ahead and get this super chat. C Delgado has thoughts on the epic gold medal doubles curling match. Hey, if you want to be like C Delgado and leave a super chat, you can get your question, comment, statement right on the air. You can leave a thumbs up on the video. Look at me doing all this stuff today. I know. Oh, you got the fireworks first. Oh, it's almost the same time. Leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a good review on iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Did I miss anything, Joel?
Subscribe to the channel, you said, super chats, and give us your money and love us forever.
All that fun stuff, yeah. So, yes, I watched the mixed doubles curling gold medal game yesterday, as I said I was going to do. It was a really good game. And the Corys, Corey TC, Corey Dropkin, Team USA, they missed some shots that they've kind of been hitting all competition, and then when USA had their power play in the 7th, they unfortunately took the avalanche approach and sucked on their power play. Dropkin completely threw it through everything, like his first shot, and that set him up. Like, they still got 2 on it, which was good, but it could have been a much bigger, and they were down 1, so getting 2 at least put them up 1 going into the 8th. So you hope that you just hold Sweden to 1 in the 8th, and then you go to the 9th with the hammer, you get your 1, and then you win gold. But Sweden got 2 in the 8th, and man, the Isabella, the female curler for Sweden, she was amazing. Like, every shot she needed to hit, including what turned out to be the goal, the medal winning shot, like every shot she needed to hit all game. There was one, I don't remember what end, but she curled it right onto the button. It was a really tough shot to salvage 1 for Sweden, and she get every shot down. Like, she threw last stone in every round for Sweden when they had the hammer or when they didn't, and she was great. I assume her shooting percentage was 100 on her last throw, but it was a really great tournament. Credit to USA. They did fantastic, and I'm looking forward to, I think men's starts today, and I think women's starts tomorrow. So I don't remember when Team USA plays. I'll have to double check the schedule. I assume they start today if men's starts today, but I'll be watching that. I know hockey starts today as well, obviously. Be watching that. But yeah, love the curling, and it was really good, really good mixed doubles competition, and the bronze medal game was good as well. Great Britain ran through round robin competition. They lost 1 game in round robin competition, and then they lost both games in the playoffs. So despite having the best record in the round robin competition, they didn't walk away with any medal. I was thinking and you only think about this kind of once every 4 years with the Olympics. I mean, maybe more people think about it more than this, but I'm watching the game yesterday, the gold medal game, and Sweden wins, and they're of course all excited because they got the gold and stuff, and US gets the silver, which isn't bad or anything. It says you're the second best team in the competition, but you lose your last game and get a medal, and it just feels so deflating out there. You know what I mean? I'm watching.
It's the motivator. It's the motivator medal.
Yeah, I'm watching Great Britain and Italy in the bronze medal, and Italy wins, and they're excited because they won, and they get a bronze, which isn't as good as the silver, but it's they had more excitement because they end up winning their last game, and meanwhile US gets a better medal, but it feels like they're just so dejected because they lose their last game. I feel so bad for the silver medalist, because even though it says you're the second best team in the competition, it's well, but you lose in your last game. You're still better than everybody else. It's not even it's not even like, you lose the Super Bowl and stuff. Like, there's only one first place trophy. You don't get a prize for second place in these other sports. Like, you do legitimately get a prize for second place in the Olympics. You get the second best thing you can get, but like, you lose that thing. Everybody's saying bronze feel better than silver. This actual psychological phenomenon. Like, I fully believe that. I maybe there's studies and stuff, but like, I can fully buy that, because like, yeah, you, at least when you get bronze, like, you get the joy of like winning, and that's more exciting than like, oh shit, we lost, but we still get a better medal than this other team. I just felt so bad for Team USA though. I was like, man, they had such a great tournament and they're still the second best team out there, but like, they're just so dejected because they didn't get gold.
You realize that you basically just did the Seinfeld bit.
I don't watch Seinfeld. Is that a thing?
No, it's from one of his stand-ups.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you for the last time. It's from like 98. Yeah, he did a whole thing on the silver medal. And it's exactly that. That's exactly the bit.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I was like stealing from Jerry Seinfeld there.
I wasn't going to stop you, but but he come on, observational comedy. That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
He didn't put the ridiculous comedy in it, but yes, he's been doing that. He that's been his like claim to fame, was the silver medal. Every Olympics, inevitably that thing comes back from that stand up.
All right.
The silver medal's like the loser's medal and all this stuff. It's a funny bit. Like, it's only like 5 minutes in his stand up, but if you go find it, you'll see it.
Well, I guess I don't need to find it. I just did it for myself. Look, I legitimately didn't know that was the thing. I wasn't just trying to like copy Jerry Seinfeld. If I knew that was a thing, I would have referenced it. Like, I referenced the Robin Williams bit talking about how curling was invented. So I'm not above giving credit to this stuff and trying to pass off my thoughts as original when they're not. So no, I didn't know he actually did that. It was legitimately just something I felt yesterday and wanted to bring it up today.
The Jew in me, we were conditioned to pay attention to every single comedian. That's especially the Jewish ones.
Fair.
And back then they were all that way. Men's curling kicks off today at 1:00.
Yeah, I'll be watching that.
United States take on Czechia and Canada takes on Germany. So that'll be fun. China takes on Great Britain, and Sweden and Italy meet in the first round. Yeah. And then meanwhile, men's ice hockey today. There's Sweden and Italy.
Sweden plays, yeah.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, Canada, Denmark. Oh, that's curling. Women's round robins, Canada, Denmark. When is the ice hockey open for the Canada? Men's is later. Oh, that's
Friday. I think
Friday. Yeah. So anyway, I know that the women got trounced by the USA in women's hockey yesterday, but round robins, baby. Gotta start.
Yeah, Mary Poland didn't play for Canada. And she's their captain and their best player. So, I mean, you shouldn't like lose 5-0. One player shouldn't completely.
Oh, it's a motivator. They're going to come back and
dictate that. No, I mean that's fair enough. Yeah, I watched that game and it was a good performance by US. Like, they're gonna meet again in the gold medal game. We had this discussion last time of the women's hockey is just always USA and Canada. So they'll meet again in the gold medal game, and we'll see how it turns out. Out there.
Just setting up this comeback story, baby. That's all.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the men's hockey. Sweden plays today. Landeskog's supposed to play. He got injured and play for the Avs in like a month now because of the injury, but he wanted to really return for the Olympics to play for Team Sweden. So I'll watch that. I assume they're just going to trounce Italy, but I'll be excited to watch Landeskog play again. And like I mentioned before, the Avs have like representation across all the teams, so I'm interested in kind of all the teams to see how my guys do. Did you read the story about psycho ass Nathan McKinnon, where he wants no parts of Italy? He's what a guy Nathan McKinnon is. He was asked about being in Italy and like, oh, isn't this so fun? You're taking in your first Olympics, and he's like, I'm here to win gold. Like, I'm not here to sightsee and converse with all these Olympic athletes and everything. And they were just asked like, well, don't you have to like take it in? And he's like, no, just
no, I'm locked in.
Yeah. People don't realize how much of a psycho this dude is. I love him. He's fantastic. I tell the story all the time. Like Bo Byram turned like 21 during the season that the Avs won the cup, and like he wanted to like drink and stuff. And McKinnon's like, nah, dude, what? No,
no.
You're drinking Gatorade, buddy. Like
you can have
that's it.
You can have that drink out of Lord Stanley's cup.
Yeah. He's like, Bo's like, I want to go out. I want to celebrate. And McKinnon's like, we are in season. You aren't celebrating shit. Nikita Zadorov always tells the story of like Nate's got, you have to like eat this, and this, and you have to drink this, and this during the season. And Zadorov, like they're good friends and everything, but Zadorov's like, just like he does not allow like anybody to be slacking out there. Complete psycho, Nathan McKinnon, but we love him in Avs country.
Here for the psychos. Speaking of which, Matthew Hooks, who's a psycho and a sicko, says it's my birthday today. Thank you guys and SB3 for having this funny and dumb show every morning. Makes my day and gives me place to belong. Hashtag I2W for life. Thank you, Matthew, and happy birthday. I hope it's a fantastic day. I hope it's busy. I hope it's fun. Or maybe it's laid back and you do nothing. Do whatever you want to do. It's your day.
What do you hope it's busy for?
I like
that. Sounds like it sucks.
I like a busy day. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for my birthday because, that's coming up. My kid is in birthday mode, right? His birthday's at the end of next month. And because but my wife's birthday was last week, his birthday's coming up. He knows that I have a couple of work trips like interspersed. Every question is, what are you doing for your birthday? Or asking random people in the elevator, when's your birthday? What do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, and also we're out and about just walking around the shops doing whatever, and every single time without fail this kid looks at something and says, can I get this for my birthday? And I'm like, yeah, sure. At this point I should have kept a list, because knowing my child, he is going to look at me on his birthday and be like, why didn't you get me all the things I asked for? And we'll be like, you asked for millions of dollars worth of things. There was a Ferrari, you asked for that, and we said we'll see.
You gotta say no. Like, no, you can't get this.
Yeah, good luck dealing with a 3-on-4-year-old temper tantrum. What are you doing?
I get it. No, I understand. Happy birthday, Matthew. Yes. I hope you do what you want to do today. I don't like a busy day period. I mean, I stay busy, but I'd be perfectly fine if like, oh, we're not doing anything today. The new Love is Blind season is out today. I would love to just like watch that today, and instead of doing literally anything else, but always something to do, always got some type of work to do, or the kids need to go somewhere, or something needs to happen, or whatever. So, but happy birthday, Matthew. Just for you today, we're going to talk no AEW.
Yeah, Matthew says he's watching Dynamite and doing nothing else. Well, tell you what, we won't spoil Dynamite for you.
I don't know what's going to happen on Dynamite.
You never look at the comments, but someone after Monday was like, oh, thank you for ruining Collision.
Oh, I don't care.
It was Friday's show.
Friday, yeah. Friday.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Jeremy being an asshole and ruining Collision. I replied, we warn you every time we do this.
It's the same bit every time.
People know you've been conditioned at this point.
I don't care if you turn the show off, mute the show, whatever. It's fine. We do it at the end of the show every single time. It's not like we're anti-AEW. We do it for every taped show. There's not I'm going to ruin Dynamite, ruin SmackDown, ruin NXT, ruin Raw if they're taped. Sorry, just turn the show off. Turn it off right now. I don't care.
Whatever, man. People know. If you don't know, now you do know. I'm not going to clip this for later. You just need to go and find it 18 minutes into the show. We will spoil whatever we spoil. We spoil SmackDown too.
Yeah, I just said that, Joel.
Yeah, we'll spoil everything. We don't spoil TNA. That's the only thing we won't spoil.
That's because SB3 and I do the show on Thursday, and so we just don't preview anything.
That's actually a good point.
Otherwise, I would spoil TNA. You know what? I'll start spoiling TNA for.
You can't even spoil TNA because
I know they do a good job of actually
No, they don't. They just have people there who aren't putting out the results to us.
Well, regardless, they do as best they can to keep the results in house and to where I don't know what's going on.
That's the thing. I've praised the way that they've figured out how to do their tapings so that while the match results get out, they do a good job of making things matter behind the camera when they're contained or controlled. But again, that's what made last week very funny was having Santana come out and talk about someone stabbing him in the back, but no one in the crowd knows who it is, that he's talking about Macklin, because they didn't know that they'd done the angle with Macklin being fired and then subsequently going after Santana. So Santana's trying to be like super vague, and the audience is like, huh? What's he talking about? Stab in the back. Who is this? And then they had to turn it into the system angle because they're doing that out front of the people, with Moose coming out to save him. But yeah, stuff like that is very funny. But otherwise, like, yeah, you can find TNA results when people send them in, but you don't always know what the context is.
We also do spoil TNA when we can. Like, remember their dumb production era, and we talked about that.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll spoil TNA when we can. We're equal opportunity spoilers here.
Well, equal opportunity haters is what we are.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Sorry, I'm getting my building. Last night there was like cops and emergency services and hazmat and like all of these emergency vehicles at our building. And the group chats went wild, and everyone wanted information, and everyone had theories, not awesome theories, about what was going on. Things about wellness checks and things about who's doing what and who's doing. And it's just like they finally just sent out a notification, that the condo board, and they were just like, none of your business, shut the fuck up. Either way, it wasn't really a big deal. But like the people who are caring about it, I'm just like, I'm just doing my job. I'm just watching this terrible ass NXT show, taking a couple of notes, and I'm just hanging out. I don't care about what's going on. It's not affecting me right now.
People just like to be nosy. I mean, I'm the same way. Like if I see like there were like 3 cops that pulled up to the grocery store the other day, and like they ain't got a whole lot to do around here. Like, so even if it seemed like a very minor, I didn't stick around. I was literally walking out of the grocery store, and like one cop pulled up, and then another cop, and then another cop. And by the time I got to my car, the cops were gone. And so, it's not like it takes me that long to walk from my car. I did park a little out of the way because I always park out of the way. I don't want anybody to hit my car, but yeah, they were already gone. So I was like, that seemed like a very minor inconvenience. Why did you need 3 cop cars here for this shit?
And inevitably, there's always that one person who's just like,
oh yeah. They're always, trying to get the scoop on things so they can go run to Facebook and post about it. And
what are the cops doing in this 7-Eleven near my house?
I mean, sometimes it's a big deal. Sometimes you gotta actually look and see what's going on, but most of the time, not a big deal.
Most of the time, it's not a big deal. I will say this, Louis. One of the 2 things you said is basically what it was. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hey, the Hex won the NWA women's tag titles. Hooray!
18 months ago. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Listen, I was trying to get them to be on AEW programming as women champions. Well, they did the next best thing. They went to the number 4 promotion. What about TNA? And they are now the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to the Hex.
Okay,
you're excited.
I like the Hex.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I mean, they won the NWA Women's Tag Team titles. I don't know what more you want me to say about that.
Sorry. I want you to care about the NWA like Louis does.
Louis can always support the NWA. I respect that he supports the NWA.
Someone has to.
Yeah. I tried to do it as a bit, and I just had to give up on it because like it wasn't even like it was a fun bit until it wasn't, because the show just sucked. Like it wasn't even funny bad. I can watch funny bad stuff. Like that's my cup of tea right there. But if it's just like bad and boring, raindrops, drop tops, bitches is bad and boring.
Nice try.
Somebody got it. Speaking of,
I'm sure someone did. There you go. Wow.
Do you know this reference, Joel? I bet you don't.
I don't.
Yeah. Someone educate Joel.
Okay, no. Take it down. I don't want to start dealing with getting golden dollar signed because we ran this all day. Because this happened last time.
So we can't say bitch?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out because last time we found out the hard way.
Can I edit it?
You can edit it. Yeah.
Fine.
Oh,
It's lame.
well, it's not my fault. Blame YouTube.
YouTube does suck.
See, it's an ongoing issue.
Why can't we say bitch on the scroll?
Dude, I don't know. It's not my platform. So they just do this. The ticker's great, but it doesn't work when we get, golden dollar signed for
I mean,
it.
I don't disagree. I don't want to do that, but like, I feel like we should be able to say bitch. We can't say come in that bitch, ho.
I mean, it might actually be the issue. I don't even know if we'll get any clips, but just in case we do from today's episode, I'd like to be able to run them.
There
you go.
I've edited it.
Close enough. Cinematics asking, is there a big TNA show this week or next week? Well, I wouldn't say big, but there is a TNA show live on Friday night. So there you go. It's called No Surrender. They announced a guitar-shaped casket match between Elijah and Ali.
For the tapings. That's not
for the Saturday tapings, because God forbid they do anything naturally at the Friday show. They got to put the Zabada on Saturday.
Yeah, Elijah didn't even have a match on the No Surrender. Well, yeah, I assume he's gonna have some type of match, but I mean, right now he doesn't.
My feeling is two famously undead wrestlers should be having this match, Ali and Elijah. Elijah actually retweeted that because I tweeted out, I'm like, yes, famously undead wrestlers, Elijah and Ali. And then I saw the retweet. I was like, why is Elijah retweeting this? He knows this is in jest, right? But then I saw he's retweeting everything related to this particular match, and I'm like, all right, he just doesn't know.
Okay.
Oh God. Anyway, everyone's excited for that. That'll be on the Saturday tapings. We'll get in.
So it'll be on next week's show, I assume then, right?
Because they're taping 2 weeks worth, they might have it later than that. How much is in that budget that they got a guitar casket? Well, they're in Nashville. That's probably why they're getting away with doing it a guitar-shaped one, not just because Elijah does the drifter thing. But yeah, someone pointed out to me, now that Undertaker's retired, Elijah basically just does all of the Undertaker's moves and all of his gimmicks.
I respect it.
He's got the hat. He's doing the Highwayman's Farewell, which is a tombstone. He's now doing a casket match. Yeah, Elijah's just taking over the Undertaker. Soon he's going to start like blackening the eyes, and he's going to start wearing a mask. Yeah, I'm into this. The urn is going to be his guitar now.
I respect that Elijah's just going to go full, like, singing Undertaker. Yeah, he's got to still sing his songs.
That's true. Yeah. Walk with Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah Taker.
The Elijah Taker. The Under Elijah.
Under Elijah? That sounds...
It all sounds terrible.
That sounds weird.
I'm very curious. This guitar-shaped casket match is going to be so stupid, but it's perfect for TNA. So what can I fault here? It's come to the point where now every single taping, they're doing one like weird specialty match because they want to get people to go to the show. Basically, they'll either do a street fight or this casket match, or it's just some sort of a feast or fired, whatever it is. They'll promote one thing that try to get people in the door. So have fun. He will start wearing MMA gloves. That is the next evolution of Under Elijah.
Dude, the Undertaker like pretending he was an MMA fighter was the funniest thing. I always loved the best pure striker in the game. He'd throw his like shitty punches. They tell the story of like Kurt Angle really thought that I was like gonna hit him and everything. I was like, brother, I know how to work. Like, man, Kurt Angle would just like trounce that dude if they got into a shoot fight, but he worked himself into such a shoot with his punches and everything. I mean, he completely stole the Nick Diaz Takanori Gomi finish for WrestleMania when he beat Edge, because the spear into the Hell's Gate, it's literally the Gomi Diaz finish, and it happened like a year earlier or something. But MMA Taker, hilarious dude.
What a time.
I respect it with Undertaker, I respect it.
They're also allowing you to propose in the ring on Saturday. Ain't Norway, come on.
Are they doing? I feel like they're doing that with AEW too, because they're doing their show on Saturday, which is Valentine's Day.
Are they? No, come on.
I could be lying. It could be just something like I heard in like one of the wrestlers said in an interview. It actually might have been Danielson when he was doing media. I don't know if Danielson's even like go into that show, but I think he was. He mentioned it in like an interview since it was Valentine's Day. He's like, yeah, come come down and propose. And he's like, if you want to propose, I'll help you do it and everything. So maybe again, Danielson was just saying shit because he's Bryan Danielson, but it's definitely out there in the universe. I promise you that.
Okay, I don't see anything here that says you can propose on a TNA this week. Because if that happens, I have so many questions.
All right, that's going to be the poll question. Would you propose at a wrestling event? Has to be specific to wrestling.
Yes.
All right. You can't do this at like a basketball game or a hockey game or a football game or anything like that. Like, it has to be a wrestling event. Would you propose at a wrestling event? That's the poll question for today, everybody.
Do you get to pick which wrestling event?
Yeah. It's any wrestling event. Your choice of event. You know, you can do it at an AEW show. You can do it at a WWE show. You can do it in the middle of a GCW show if you want. Like,
I would do it at an NWA show because I know no one would be there.
I mean, I guess that's fair. And it would air 8 months later.
After the wedding, it would finally air.
Yeah. That's fair. If you want to do it at an NWA show, that's fine. But yeah, you do get to choose the wrestling event that you would like to propose that.
Okay. All right. If my partner was a wrestling fan, hell yeah. No, I would specifically take my partner if they weren't a wrestling fan. I would drag them to the show and be like, hey, I really want you to see this and participate in my passions, honey. And then they go to the show and you're like, well, I got to do a thing. Hold on. Hey, come with me for a sec. Why are we getting in the ring? Don't worry about it. What are we doing with all these wrestlers in the ring? Don't worry about it. And then you get down on your knee and you're like, honey, I've loved you my entire life. I want you to be with me for the rest of ours. And then they're like, ew, no, this sucks. And then they walk out and that's the end of your relationship. You have successfully torpedoed your relationship. And that's what you always secretly wanted to do. And you did it in the middle of a ring in front of all these people who just don't know you. It's perfect. That way you get out of the engagement. It's great.
We'll book a proposal at Ring of Loot. Would you have said yes if I proposed to you at a wrestling show? No, I didn't. I didn't see what you messaged me. Should we renew our vows with Bryan Danielson? Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
If we did that.
Yeah.
I just said like what if we were, front row at Dynamite like we were, and, to open the show, I just proposed. Although that would look weird because I'd be like ducking behind the barricade. No one could tell what was going on. I'd tell Tony, I'd be like, Tony, like, I'm going to propose. I'll send Tony a DM and be like, look, I'm going to do this proposal here. I feel like Tony would come out to that, right? Like,
Tony would facilitate the deal.
Yeah, Tony would definitely come out.
Carlos Silva would come out and sit in a chair to watch you do it.
Yeah, Daniel, we could probably get Danielson to come out there. Mercedes would come out. We could like dance, do the CEO dance and everything.
Okay.
We became good friends with like Tony and Athena, Tony Storm and Athena sitting front row. So Tony Storm would definitely help us. Luther would be there. Yeah, Luther would be there. So Luther would have it. I mean, Luther was gonna minister our wedding until he couldn't.
I have an update.
What?
Okay. C Delgado said, Joel, it looks like they took it down. It was an offer Monday for $100. You got to bring up to 10 people in the ring with you. Now, I have an update. If you go to TNA merch and in the pre-show option, it's called Love is in the Ring photo op. TNA Wrestling announced today the inaugural Love is the Ring. I think it's supposed to be Love is in the Ring. Someone there has got to do some copy editing. Someone.
Nah, too much work.
No. Multi-tiered campaign to celebrate Valentine's Day. And I need shipping information. Ships in 1 to 2 days. No, I need more of that. Okay. Pre-show photo op with 10 TNA stars. A sign contest. Personal love. Lifelong love. Both of those things are both of those are questionable at best. Personal love, lifelong. I'm gonna hold on. I think you all need to see
what.
Yes, I know this is very confusing. Okay, this is on the TNA website, and here's how it looks. Pre-show photo op with 10 TNA stars. Okay, I get that. Sign contest. I assume this is a like bring your sign contest.
Bring your sign, yeah.
Personal love, lifelong love. What are those two things meant?
Me love you long time.
Like, what does this mean?
Me love you long time.
Well, no, I spoke to Tim yesterday. He's doing pretty well.
Social boy, sucky, fight that.
Stop it.
I watched that episode the other day. This is a South Park reference, everybody. I'm not trying to get myself canceled. It's a South Park reference with this. I watched that episode the other day where they have Cartman. I think it's Ying Lee, and it's the Cow Days episode. And yeah, he's a Vietnamese prostitute. He's like, social boy, sucky, fight da.
I'm so confused. What is this supposed to mean? So hold on. I'm just going to go on the rest of the website just in case they've taken it down.
What?
Is this considered a special event?
No, it's considered nothing. They have no idea what they're doing. What are we doing?
I saw this and I'm like, what is this? I agree with terms and conditions. Oh God, are there actual terms and conditions here? Well, they're not popping up, so clearly not. Bring it to a new tab. Nope, that doesn't even do it. Doesn't pop it up. There's no information here. You're just spending $100. Do you get seats? Do you get tickets? What comes from this?
I don't know.
Matthew Hooks, I wish they were paying me to promote this because I'd love to know what personal love and lifelong love is supposed to mean here. I'm gonna send this to someone at TNA and just be like, can you please explain what this means? So they had a press release and they took it down. They had second thoughts.
Yeah, probably. They're like, this is a bad idea. We're gonna have wrestling fans like come to this show and we gotta like facilitate all of this, you know?
Just amazing. Did anybody like they just didn't even think about this? They just didn't even think about it.
No, they were trying to do something cute for Valentine's Day and they
realized it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
They biffed it.
I don't know. It's not a very smart company a lot of times.
Yeah, well, it must have been one of them Candice Michelle ideas.
Candice Michelle.
She was
what if like the Elegance brand was doing something? I feel like they could get away with doing this.
The personal love was probably coming from the personal concierge.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was going to come out and be like, I love you. And everyone's like, no, you don't. And they walked away. AMC was like, let's not allow wrestling fans to get married here.
Yeah, but it's not like it was going to be on air. They were just trying to do something like cute. I mean, I don't think they were going to do that.
They would have people sign that.
Okay, but weddings draw. Weddings in wrestling draw. So
good weddings in wrestling draw. Remember the time we got Steph DeLander to admit that they're going to do one for her?
Oh yeah, that drew, didn't it? I mean, I don't know if it.
We don't know because it's just
I'm just gonna assume it did.
They invited all of us in Montreal to come and watch it, and we did.
Yeah.
And I had spoiled that Matt Cardona came back that night.
Yeah.
Once again, equal opportunity spoilers.
Yeah, I think that I assume it drew. You know, like it's a wrestling wedding.
I think AJ Francis is ordained. I think he can do this.
There you go.
Well, let's ask.
We're just ask AJ Francis, are you ordained?
Are you an ordained minister?
Yeah.
I feel like I already know the answer to this. No, I'm looking for the TNA thing that I got to send to someone. There it is. There we go. Oh, I specifically want to know this person's thoughts on it, and I will report back.
Who'd you send it to? It must be in the private chat.
Yeah. Oh. No. I'll tell you.
Okay. I mean, if you can hint at it and I'll know, that's fine.
No. They are specific.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
This. Yes, and it will be very funny to hear their reaction to it. Yeah. And I'm sure they're actually. I don't think they're aware of it. Anyway, Ryan saying, can we talk about me trying to get Deanna versus Joel booked at Mystery Wrestling? Yes, Deanna last night tweeted out that. But what's wrong?
I was shocked at the tweet that she said one match this year. I was like, what are we doing?
They're just bringing her in for tapings for ROH and not giving her matches. She's had one this year. That's it.
That's so dumb. Like,
yep. So
one, she's your champion, allegedly.
She's one of your 50,000 champions.
Yeah. Two, it's like, all you do is tape like 300 matches on the ROH shows. Do one of those dumb eliminator, or I guess they're proving ground ROH matches. Do one of those dumb proving ground matches. Like, just get her some ring reps. It's so stupid that we're 30, 40 something days into the year and she's had one match this year. It's very dumb.
It is. She should be wrestling a lot more. So when she put it out there, I was like, all right, we got to get her booked in Canada so I can go see her work Canada. Because, yeah, the only match she worked was at the end of the year. And it was the MPX Global Wars event.
That was a trios match, too. Like, that wasn't even like a singles match.
At least she won that match.
Yeah.
So there is that. But, yeah, other than that, she won the Pure title at Final Battle and has had 2 matches since. One of them was the Madison Rain tag match.
Yeah, she hasn't had any singles matches.
She's only had tag matches. Absolutely wild. Anyway, so I said, yeah, book Deanna in Canada, and I'll go see her. And then I'll pull the curtain back. She DM'd me and was just like thank you. And I was just like, it'd be great to see you perform again, because I haven't seen her since TNA. And I said, knowing my luck, they're gonna book you in like Vancouver or some shit when I'm not there, and then I gotta fly across the country to do this. But yeah, then Ryan tweeted, he mentioned in my tweet, he's like, book Deanna versus Joel for the Fightful Championship.
That's fair.
I was like, oh no, please don't.
Hey, she'd kill you. That'd be great.
She would.
We can do this show with Deanna.
No, she just got to give me the Queen's Gambit, and that's it. Like, I'll just be, just knock me out. I'll just kick me in the gut. That's it.
We prefer murder, you know.
You prefer murder.
Yeah. That's what I said. We.
Okay. I guess if I put words in your mouth, you can do this to us. Okay. It's a two-way street.
Yeah. So it'd be much better if she just kills you. Me and Deanna could do this show. It'd be fantastic.
I mean, it would be.
She's got podcast experience.
She does, and the podcast is very good. Shout out Boots and Boots. Steve and Deanna are going to be back on the show in the next few months to promote their show that they're promoting, the one that we talked about in Rahway. The what's it called? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go to this, aren't we? Potentially.
I don't know if I'm going to be going to the States anytime soon, but
okay. Fair.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of the show. Battle for the Brave, June 6th.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Rahway, New Jersey. We'll see if I make it. Again, they're the only people that I'd really consider crossing the border for at this point. So it's got to make sense. But
they're the only people I'd consider going to New Jersey for.
That's valid. Wow, shots at Jules in our chat, and Kate. Kate told me I could stay with her if I come in for this, so there's that. Would you also like to stay with Kate?
No, I would drive back that night most likely. Or I'd at least start driving back and end up in a hotel somewhere. But I don't want to stay in New Jersey. That sounds terrible.
Oh, her new place seems nice.
No, all this sounds terrible. Just going to New Jersey in general sounds terrible. But for Macklin and Deanna, I would do it.
I know.
But that's it.
It was like when Zarian announced the Double or Nothing location, and he was like, "You coming?" And I was like, "Buddy, I'm not going anywhere near that country for at least another year. Like, I just don't think that's a good idea." So and then someone else asked me in the replies, someone who actually does work with the Torch, and I was like, "Buddy, ain't Norway. I'm going across this country before I go down to the United States." That's fine. Yeah, Zarian keeps up with he's got his scoops, man. He's getting back in that game. He's great. He should be on our show, actually. He
DM'd me the scoop so I could pre-write the story, which I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I always like that when my friends DM me the scoops so I can pre-write the story, and then I can do. I mean, it's still work, It's not like I'm doing less work. I get ahead of work, and I like getting ahead of work.
Zeno Hour asking, would I rather travel to New Jersey or Florida? Well, the answer is neither still. But if a gun to my head, I'm going to Jersey because it's a 90-minute flight. That's the only reasoning I have. That's the only answer. I'll go to where the closest flight is. Florida, I think, is a 3-hour flight or a 2-hour flight. Nah, it's a game. Anyway, I'm not going. And apparently this thing with the TNA, the marriage thing was real. So there's that.
I mean, I believe it was real. We saw it on the website.
Such a ridiculous thing, but it was pulled. Someone found the verbiage. I think it was Jay Grell. and he got some of it. It said, anyone who wants to make the ultimate long-term commitment, that's a hell of a way to put it. On February 14th, bring your ring and you can do it in our ring. Yep, by the way, they rent that ring, so I hope you own yours. Yep, we will allow up to 10 people into the ring to, well, like, why can't you just say the words?
Yeah, what is the, like, why are you phrasing it like that? Like, it's so weird. Just
okay, here it is.
Do
a
press release.
They 404'd it, so it's been taken down.
Okay.
They took it off of the website. Yeah, it's been 404'd. But yeah, it just said so the routine, and so that's the rest of it. Yep, we will allow 10 people into the ring to, well, the routine, get down on one knee and vow their love and ask that special ... I can't get the rest because it's not cached anywhere.
Do you think that, like, they would say no to this? And by them I mean, like, the person being proposed to, because, like, you either got to tell the person that you're doing this, and then so, which is fine, and then at least you'll have an answer, and you know if, like, you want to go through with it or whatever. But, like, imagine if your big idea is like, hey baby, like, we're gonna go to a TNA meet and greet, and, like, you're trying to, like, sell this thing of, like, yeah, it's gonna be so great, all the stars of TNA. Okay, go ahead. You seem excited about something.
Got it. I have found the PR.
All right.
Celebrate Valentine's Day with the stars of TNA Wrestling. Multiple
Tommy Dreamer.
Well, let's get there. Multiple special events scheduled around Love is the Ring theme. Again, someone screwed up the copy, and it's supposed to be Love is in the Ring. Anyway, including
I can't see Love is the Ring. Like,
you think it's Love is in the Ring because, oh my god!
I mean, I agree, but I'm trying to help them out.
No, because they still call it Love is the Ring.
As I'm saying, like, love, like, the ring is love, like the ring, like the wrestling ring, it's love there, and the ring, the marriage ring, it's love there. So, like, I get what they're, like, kind of going for with Love is the Ring.
Anyway, including ringside photo ops, ring is capitalized, photo ops for fans with 10 TNA stars, including the Hardys, of course, including the Hardys. They're probably gonna love AMC. The opportunity also is there to propose inside the TNA ring. TNA Wrestling announced the inaugural Love is the Ring multi-tiered campaign to celebrate Valentine's Day on February 14th at the Pinnacle downtown Nashville. All TNA stars will be in action that night for future episodes of Thursday Night Impact, but it's 4 special elements that highlight Love is the Ring. Pre-show ringside photo op. Fans can have their photo taken at ringside with 10 TNA stars, all of whom carry a love connection. Are you ready?
Oh boy.
Matt and Jeff Hardy, brotherly love. Nick and Ryan Nemeth, brotherly love, comma, kinda. Verbatim, that's what it says.
That's why this thing got pulled.
Eddie and Alicia Edward, marital love. Although right now they're kind of in a spat because, they weren't allowed. They didn't talk to each other. M by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, championship love. Stretching the shit. Mr. Elegance, self-love. The problem is sometimes he loves himself so much it hurts the next day. And
social boy.
This is where they realized they ran out of options. Harley Hudson, pink love.
What?
Listen. Her gimmick is that everything's about her pink. She's got pink hair and she wears pink gear. And, like, I get it. Like, I understand the thought process, but that's like CTE brain scrambled thought process. Pink love. Harley Hudson. To purchase the rare one-of-a-kind photo op with 10 of these TNA stars, go to the website. In addition, you can also receive a one-of-a-kind TNA Love baseball hat available that night at the merch stand. There will be a sign contest. Be creative. Bring your best poster-sized sign based on the evening's theme, Love is the Ring. Again, so ridiculous. Love is in the ring. But anyway, 5 winners will be selected, and each will win a collectible souvenir around the night's theme. Personal love. Can't believe it. Dress for the show in the theme of the night, Love is the Ring. Again, Love is in the ring.
No, I get what they're going for. You gotta stop acting like this is a mistake. Clearly it's not.
It's a terrible, terrible idea. Maybe you will sport a Jeff Hardy look because you love Jeff. Maybe you will sport red hair because you love Jody Threat. Or no hair because your favorites are Eric Young, AJ Francis, or Matthew Raywald. 5 winners will be selected for special Love is the Ring collectible souvenirs, and the grand prize winner will receive 2 front row tickets to the TNA live event of their choosing in 2026. Lifelong love. And this is where it is. Anyone who wants to make the ultimate long-term commitment, blah, blah, blah. You know the routine. Get down on your knee, value your love, and ask that special someone to marry them. Anyone interested in the opportunity, reach out to, there's an email address, one that you and I are quite familiar with your story. And then
I'll get back to you in 3 weeks.
3 to 5 business days. Might give you a Zoom link.
Yeah. He'll message you 30 minutes before the show. It's like, hey, you guys coming? Like you didn't confirm anything with us. No. You sent. We're gonna make this happen.
C. Delgado say, I'm so happy I gave y'all content today. Yeah, you did. Oh.
Wait, so all right. So as I was saying, like, how do you like pitch this to your partner of like, hey, we're gonna do this TNA show and we're gonna do like the big meet and greet type thing. We get to see the Hardys and the Nemeths. If Ryan Nemeth is in like one of my wedding photos, I'm immediately asking for a refund.
You're suing.
Yeah. I'd like tell the photographer, like, can you put him on the end and then like tell him to like take 5 steps to the side and then take the photo, and then he's just out of it.
The thing is, if you get your photo taken, you get engaged in a TNA ring, immediately those people in the ring with you, they become part of your wedding party. That's part of the deal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Those are the T's and C's. Your best friend, no longer your groomsman. You got Ryan Nemeth now. He's going to be delivering the rings.
Ryan Nemeth probably would, honestly.
Mance Warner is the ring bearer.
All right, Mance Warner would be sweet to do that. I'd be all for that. Mance rules.
Why didn't you use Mance and Steph DeLander for this?
So that was what I was gonna say. Is like, is this like your only married couple here to show love? Is like, hey, come propose as we have 2 sets of brothers and kinda a tag team champions, masturbation guy, and Pink. Like, not that Pink, but just
exactly.
I mean, if we had that Pink, that'd be great. She rolls, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you had nobody else that back there that could friggin' actual like a married couple that could represent marriage, since that's what you're doing. You're better off just bringing your brother. At least that shows more highlights of what they're doing with the love of like, there's 2 sets of brothers there. I was like, yeah, me and my brother are here for love. But back to this whole ass original point of like, you gotta like sell your partner on like, hey, let's go to like the TNA meet and greet and all these people are here, and like you just like propose to them, to your partner, and then the wrestler, like, you gotta get in the ring and like take the photo and do all this. Like, it just doesn't. One, like, if I'm telling my wife, I'm like, hey, for our big, our big weekend getaway, let's get away, but like our big weekend adventure, we're gonna go to like the TNA show and the meet and greet and everything. Like, that doesn't sound very fun. I'd rather just stay home and do nothing instead of that. I feel like this thing like didn't, like, it got pulled because there was very little interest.
I also think someone had a sudden sense of good fortune, or good ideas came about. Common sense broke out. That's what it was.
So ring of hallucinations when we do a proposal of this magnitude. We're obviously doing it on the show when it comes to this.
Live,
we're gonna,
as well.
Yeah,
live in front of a studio, like everyone's there.
Yeah, we're gonna have Tony Khan there, because Tony Khan is I said I would be extremely suspicious if you said our weekend trip was to a TNA event. Yeah, fair.
It's valid.
Like, what do you have planned that we're going? I just like Macklin's gonna be there, you know. I should be like, all right, fine. Macklin's gonna be there. We can deal with that. So for Ring of Hallucinations, Tony Khan's gonna be there because Tony's gonna be like the officiant at this. He's gonna, you know how like the crowd hype during like commercial breaks at sports games, they got like the crowd hype guy of like, hey, you know, make some noise for whoever. Like, we had a great, like, Tony's gonna be out there doing that for Ring of Hallucinations. Like, it's been a tremendous show out here at Ring of Hallucinations, and I have a very special guest with us. This is Adam. Adam, I hear you have something that you want to ask your lovely partner here. What would you like to ask her? And then like Adam, he's got to give. He's taking his drugs. You know, he's already taken his drugs that come free with every ticket, or I guess the ticket comes free with the drugs. However you wanna do it. You know, and so Adam gets down on one knee, and right as he's about to propose, all of a sudden you hear the voice, and it's just, "Oh man, Adam!
I gotta pop my dick, man."
And then he pops the question. His dick is the question. You see? It's his dick ring in a box. And that's the Ring of Hallucinations proposal.
See, his dick is the gun.
Yeah.
Don't think I didn't get that.
Tony Khan's there and Booker T is there for everybody at Ring of Hallucinations.
If this thing, it's not going to come back up. They're not going to repost it because the thing's on Saturday, and I doubt that I think they just didn't see anyone buy it by Wednesday, or maybe the next day. I don't know what the expectation. Maybe they'll repost it today and then think they'll get some views out of it. But like Ryan saying, Jeremy tweet SDL and Manser ask about this. If they repost it and they're not on this, I will absolutely ask them. I will DM Manser, just be like, why? Just see what he says. Aren't you? The DM's just gonna be like, aren't you married? But I'm just gonna leave it alone until they repost this shit.
Yeah.
What an amazing.
Are they still with the company? Like,
I mean, allegedly,
okay.
Steph signed a 6-month deal, as far as I remember. Pretty sure that was our reporting too, that her deal was a 6-month.
Oh, okay.
This was back in June, so.
Yeah, I mean, she was out for like 2 years now, so
I don't know if they do an injury time thing, but
yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
Either way, I mean, listen, she's starting to get back into the ring, so at least that is like she's working towards that. She's working towards a return. She said she was cleared, didn't she?
Yeah, she's cleared. She's taking bookings and everything. So
yeah. All right. Well, that's good good for her. I want to see her come back and, you know, do what she wants to do, which is wrestle. But yeah, it'd be nice to see them on TNA as well, because they had started to do something and then they just pulled it right back immediately. Manser was on the Genesis show. He was in the pre-show.
That doesn't count.
I'm just thinking he was in the International Title 4-Way, wasn't he? Pretty sure he was.
If you say so.
It
doesn't count, though.
That's fair. Henry saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning to Henry. But only to Henry, because he said good morning. If the rest of you send us a super chat that says good morning, I'll say good morning to you. Ryan Lambert saying, hey, babe, want to get engaged with Tessa in the ring? Yeah, it's a pretty good way to say no thank you. If I were there, I'd probably be like, no thanks. And Josh G from Connecticut got one for you. It's for you. Here to declare for the ITW Rumble.
Oh, shuck it, ducky, quack, quack. I was watching the Doc McStuffins the other day.
Yes.
And one of the, it's a Tiny One's favorite show, so you know, I do what she wants. And one of the characters was saying "shucky ducky quack quack." I was like, did Booker T just get this from the Doc McStuffins?
You bet he did. He has not done anything of his own volition in 20 years. He hasn't done his own shit ever.
Oh, an NXT wedding would be great. Like a fan proposal wedding.
I'd want none of that. Oh,
why not?
Have you seen the fans in NXT? Anyway, I just don't want to see.
They look like all other wrestling fans. I don't know.
That's a valid point. Anyway,
shall we discriminate against them?
Shall we talk about NXT for a couple of minutes?
What? No.
All right. Well, back to TNA talk, I guess.
Oh, why? Why would we talk about NXT?
Jules finally heard us. She's in South Carolina watching. Heard her talking shit about New Jersey.
Even you left New Jersey, though, Jules.
Yeah, you knew better.
Yeah.
You may be going back, but you won't be going back like so soon. Hope you're doing well, Jules. Hope you're enjoying your time out. Oh man, yeah. Alexa Bliss Gamer pointing out they used AI on the Tatum Paxley promo. That whole thing was like so.
Of course they did.
So just gross. They've done that a bunch. They did that with the Elena Black stuff when she was in the bathtub. That promo, like they do it a bunch. They did it with the Hardys with their whole that was a TNA thing and doing the Dark State thing. That's garbage. Who cares? I mean, just stop AIing this company. But whatever. Sol Ruca is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. She's still a terrible friend.
Why?
Because she couldn't let her friend Zaria get the pinfall and let her have one. Friendships are give and take. Did you see in the match what Ren and Kendall were doing for each other? They were checking in like good friends, making sure, you okay? Because if I get the win here, like this is my match, and the other one would be supportive friend and be like, yeah, go for it. Meanwhile, the other two were just like, nah, fuck you, bitch. This is my match. And then that was their downfall. Sol Ruca is an awful friend. She's had all the accomplishments, all the accolades. Zaria hasn't been given that opportunity.
So tough shit. Figure it out.
Oh, to be a good friend. You're a terrible friend, Jeremy. If I went to you and said, I want to be the lead writer on this website, which I would never do because the work ethic is insane. It's just not happening. But you would you be a good friend and be like, yeah, man, you should do it. Here's
No, I would say you don't have the work ethic for this, Joel. You're probably going to kill yourself if you try to do this. So I do not recommend it.
Well, first of all, there is a little bit of niceness to the idea that you're trying to save me from death. But you're also not trying to push my opportunity to be a good news writing reporter. What? Come on.
That's what Sol Ruca is doing. Is like, you can't handle having this championship. You think you can? You can't. It's going to be too much for you. I'm saving you from yourself here. Or I don't think you can win this match. You're great. I think you're fantastic. You're a great wrestler. You're also just kind of a giant loser without me. So I need to take this title because you just can't get it done without me. If Zaria wanted this for herself, she should take it for herself.
She should have, but instead she got screwed at the end because, you know what? It's a big conspiracy. Kendall Gray, she went down too fast on the finish. She biffed it, and then she's like, oh, got to turn myself over. And Zaria's just like, oh, no, I can't turn my opponent in time. I hit my finish. And then it was game over from there. It was a big conspiracy theory against Zaria. Everyone is against her. And I think everyone should apologize to Zaria and give her the title shot that she so rightfully deserves.
She doesn't deserve it.
She does deserve it.
No, why?
Zaria's been a good friend this whole time. And now she's starting to see that she was being mistreated by Sol. And
Friendship should not get you title shots.
Yes, they should. Absolutely.
No.
Yes. Look at Roman Reigns.
He won the Rumble.
You know what I'm saying before when he would give his family the title shots.
They weren't his friends, though.
Oh, Jay was a friend.
No,
Remember?
Jay turned on him.
Bloodline, best friends, you know.
He turned on him.
We all turn on someone. My wife is the one that I turn on.
No.
No? Come on.
Friendship doesn't get you these title shots out here. She had her opportunity. She had one opportunity, and she didn't grab it. She didn't seize the moment. She didn't lose herself. She lost.
She deserved the title shot.
No, why?
Why?
What is deserved?
She deserved it for being there every single week, working hard, doing her best.
No.
Doing all the things that were asked of her. What did Sol Ruca do? She went up to the main roster. She won matches on the main roster and then came back down and treated everyone like peasants, including her best friend Zaria.
She won, which is the whole point of this.
Stole the victory. She wasn't a supportive friend. She's terrible.
You want friends or you want championships and money?
Money doesn't really necessarily come with the championships. You can be friends and have money.
You get more championships, you get bigger checks.
No,
That's the whole point, right?
Soul's a
It's the whole
terrible friend. She's not bringing her with her. Zaria's not coming with her.
She should keep up.
No. Also, yes, C. Delgado pointing out the tag at the end, the referee being like, "Oh, you ran into each other in your corner. That's a tag." That's not a tag. Once again, the referee is trying to fuck on Zaria. She got completely screwed out of this match. She deserved much better.
She should have put herself in a better position. She lost the title for Soul. She was the champion. She lost it for Soul. What about that friendship? See, this is Soul's whole point. And she's like, you could have been the champion. You could have been the women's North American champion. You had your chance, and you couldn't get it done. Soul knows that Zaria is just a giant loser, so she doesn't want Zaria to lose again, because the only reason Zaria's ever won is because of Soul. And so Soul's just protecting her. She's being a great friend. You guys think that friendship is just telling your friend, like being supportive of everything and be like, yeah, it's great. You can do this. You're going to be fantastic. Go get him. Some real friendship is telling your friend, like, no, you can't do this. You got to understand your limitations and your weaknesses. And you got to let the people who can handle this actually handle this. And that is what Soul is doing. She's being a real friend out here.
Well, I hope she wins and then Zaria beats her ass in Vegas.
Because she's jealous? Because she's a terrible friend?
No, because she's taking advantage of a friendship situation, getting that title shot that she deserves.
She doesn't deserve it. She keeps losing.
Zaria deserves it.
She keeps losing.
No, she keeps getting screwed, just like the match last night.
She keeps losing.
She got screwed. Everyone had it out for her. Referee screwed her. Kendall Gray screwed her. Ren Sinclair just sandbagged her on the pin. Come on, everyone's unprofessional. That's what these people are.
I mean, there was some actual sandbagging going on in this show. I don't think it was this much.
You want to talk about it?
that Blake Monroe Jada Parker match was
not great.
No.
Nope.
No.
And they had to do a fuck finish. There was some sort of mess in every single match last night. I don't think did any match end clean? Like without some sort of
Oh. Yeah, there was something going on. Well, the speed match ended clean, right?
Yeah, ended with Josh Briggs getting a knee.
Yeah, Josh Briggs got clean fucking killed is what happened.
I felt so bad for him. He just got, and it looked like he was so pissed afterwards. He just looked so.
I don't blame him. He got murdered by that moonsault.
That moonsault, like, it was high. It looked great, but like, yeah, you can't knee your opponent in the guts, break a rib or crack it or something. That's bad. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that match had a clean finish. The NXT title match did not have a clean finish. I'm pretty sure that the what's his face is the Vanity Project got involved somehow, or at least after the match they did.
Well, after the match isn't during the match.
I still count like after the match shenanigans as part of it, like immediately after the match.
All right, you're moving goalposts a little bit there, but that's fine.
That's what we do on this show. We move goalposts.
Do we move goalposts?
Yeah, if love can move mountains, then we can move goalposts.
Oh.
TNA taught us that. So did Celine Dion, but this is more important.
Do you think people who like don't watch Evolve, which is most people, are like
one person and he doesn't even talk about it on the show anymore,
are like very confused by this show and are like, why is Jackson Drake all of a sudden in a main event spot? Why is Swipe Right all of a sudden like featured throughout the show? You know, like it's Eli Knight is very new to everything. Remember when Hank and Tank were the tag team champions for like a week, and I don't think they defended them once. Like, I don't mind that they're like bringing in an influx of new talent. Like they need to start building up some other people because you've lost Javon and Oba and Trick and everything, and the men's side is definitely hurting for talent right now. I'm not saying like Jackson Drake, Vanity Project, even though much like SP3, been on the Vanity Project bandwagon since the early days of Evolve, but there's not a whole lot of like cachet into these guys, and here they are kind of being trusted like early right now with big spots on NXT.
Does anyone actually watch Evolve? Have we figured this out?
I don't think like too many people do, but you know.
I love two things in NXT that will always happen. A new champion will be stepped up to by a complete unknown for their first title defense. So we got last night with Jackson Drake, because he's
not known. He's the Evolve champion.
Yeah, it doesn't count. He's an unknown in the NXT going for the world title situation. He's not. Come on. He's not Ricky Saints who went up afterwards and beat up.
Yeah, he's the one that attacked Jackson or Joe Hendry afterwards.
After the match. But like, the point is, that, and then the other thing is the parade of championship contenders, because we had that also last night with the Dark State promo devolving into everyone calling their shot for number one contendership. Meanwhile, who are the tag champions?
Dark State, stocks up.
Are they this week? All right, just making sure.
It did take me a second to think about it, honestly.
I also had to remember who the tag champs were. But regardless, like, they did it again every week. It's like we're resetting it by having these people do a parade of challengers.
I don't know who's actually in the tag team division is the thing.
Also, don't let SB3 tell you, he was literally in a 7-way ladder match last week. You know who else was in that ladder match? A bunch of other guys who lost and got their way in by just being in a match. Come on. I could have been in a ladder match. Shallow Hill was in that ladder match. What's he doing this week? Not going after a world title because he knows his place.
Well,
with a machete in his hand.
He's on the dark web, so he's sulking.
That's how he got into the match in the first place. He bought his spot using the dark web.
The Tony D'Angelo stuff sucks.
Oh, does it ever? Going after these guys just to take them over. I'm telling you, he's going to kick Dion Lennox out, and he's going to be the new leader of Dark State.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh,
I don't know where it's going to, what's going to happen with this stuff. It's just, I don't know. I'm not into the Tony D'Angelo stuff. Just make him a mob boss again, okay? You had a good thing going with that. Just have him kill people. It's fine. I don't need brooding vigilante Tony D'Angelo. They never do vigilante stuff. Well, Dark State was a vigilante group, and how did that work out? Stocks are up, but they can't do that kind of stuff. I don't need it. He's not Batman.
No, I'm Batman. We also already know who that Batman is. He's just a racist.
Batman's a racist?
No, the one that we almost met.
Oh yeah.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, he wears a mask just like the other ones.
Is Tony D'Angelo gonna get a partner? Because they were doing the state of the tag team division with OTM out there and Culling, and obviously the tag team champions are Dark State. So Tony D'Angelo needs a partner, right? Or Lucien Price, right? Or not Lucien Price. Luca Crucifino. Yeah.
Lucien Price is one of OTM.
Yeah, Lucien Price is one of OTM. Luca Crucifino. He's gonna come back and he's gonna
be the DJ.
He's gonna panhandle his way next to Tony D'Angelo.
There used to be a wrestler here in Toronto. His name was Homeless Brooks, and that was his gimmick, was that he was homeless and he would panhandle his way to the ring. Tony doesn't need a partner. Tony just needs his fists.
Hey, Omos will be Tony D'Angelo's partner. Since
no,
that's what people thought.
Kingo's already
yeah.
Busy. What's Obafemi up to?
That's what people thought with the mystery figure.
Tall. It was so tall. It was Omos or Obafemi, and then it turned out it was neither.
It's gonna be evil. Tony D. Evil.
Tony D. Evilo. It's gonna be David Finlay. He's not.
They're teasing David Finlay. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but they're trying to make it seem like it is.
I mean, according to Body Slam, there's some talk about some WWE creative talk for David Finlay. Last night was seemingly his curtain call at the New Japan show.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
it definitely felt like it. Definitely felt like it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Listen, I people can feel how they will. Regardless, he wanted to explore stateside options, and if he wants to go, work with his family, he has a brother there. He's got a dad who also works with the company, so I can't really fault a guy like David Finlay for wanting to test those waters. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, then at least he tried. Can't really fault a guy for wanting to explore the options. But if he's coming in to either lead a faction or be a part of a faction of the Nepo babies, I'll give it a shot. I will give it a shot. I will laugh hilariously at the idea that Lexus King is the guy putting it together, only to be usurped by the guy coming in. That's going to be fun. But otherwise,
They just make David Finlay the top guy in NXT. Him and Ricky, and that's it. And Ethan Page as well. They should just
no Hendry, no concerts.
No.
Someone should actually, you know what? Someone should tweet Dave Finlay and ask him, "Do you play guitar?" Here at David Finlay, I heard you have United States aspirations. How are your guitar skills? Do you sing? Love wrestling fans.
I'm not gonna ask David Finlay that.
Coward. You got one question to ask David Finlay. What are you going to ask? Was Fit a good father, or did he always just want girls? What? What's wrong?
I don't know what I'd ask David Finlay.
Sub future legend.
I'd be like, how are you? How are you, David Finlay?
Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart? Yes. Really? Yes. You? Yes. Thank you. Come again. That's it.
He should lead Chase U. I'm so bad that the Chase U reboot turned into what it did. Should have been so much more.
Are you surprised?
Should have been so much more. Isaiah Stewart got 7 games. Everybody, that sounds right.
There we go. Big fight. I did not see it. Miles Bridges gets 4.
Musa Diabate got 4 and Jalen Durant got 2. Yeah, people thought that he was gonna get way longer. SP39 thought between 5 and 10. And
wasn't that because he's a repeat offender?
Yeah, but they don't care.
I have no skin in this game. All I can see, I just saw what I saw. David Finlay on LFG, by the way, that's the play.
No, it's not.
David Finlay and Evolve. That's what I want. Hey, everybody, here's the centerpiece of our Tubi show.
He should be a top guy in NXT. He's too good for he's too good for this nonsense, honestly. And there's no spot up for him on the main roster, so he's not gonna be there, but he's too good to certainly be on Evolve and LFG.
Fair. But instead you get him on NXT and you will like it. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't. Again, I don't think he cares as long as he's getting paid for it. As long as he's getting paid well.
Well, yeah, it's his choice. It's not like he's being forced to go to NXT.
I don't know. You ask some of these people on the internet and they'll be like, "Oh, I can't believe David's going to the Fed. I'm so upset. He deserves better." And it's like, what was better about what he was doing now that you think isn't going to be, good about later? Do you think he's getting paid more, less? What do you think? Can someone go home, work with people he likes? What are we doing? What are we getting upset about?
I'm never going to begrudge a person for going where they want to go for whatever reason that they have. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but they make their decisions, and we don't know how they're feeling inside, right? Maybe they're happy doing that stuff. People are wondering what the future is of Hiromu and all these guys, and I think Hiromu would be better in AEW. But if Shinsuke calls up Hiromu and is like, good money, great food, no bumps, and Hiromu's like, that sounds amazing. All right, sure.
I feel every day.
Good for him.
Everyone's like, oh, you never questioned the artist. And I'm just like, oh, I do in this case. The artist is getting a cool ride. I'm taking it.
It's like Tommaso Ciampa. He left WWE, wanted to go to AEW. He did the interview with Renee, which was really good, and saying, I was financially stable. A few years ago, when it seemed like he may have had an idea to go to AEW. He didn't think he was in a good enough financial position to make that kind of schedule at work with everything. And so now, 4 years later, because he mentioned his daughter was 3 at the time and she's 7 now. So, or maybe she was 4 at the time, she's 7 now. Regardless, there's a 4 and a 3 there. He feels he's in a better position financially to where he can do all of these things. And so that's why I wanted to bet on himself and go to AEW, even if it might have meant less money. I don't know if it is less money, but even if it might have meant less money, he wanted to go there to take a risk and kind of do the things he wanted to do, and more power to him. It's working out so far, at least on screen for him. It seems like off screen as well, but yeah, I don't know the motivations of these guys and stuff. So whatever makes them happy.
It's got to chase again in Australia.
Who's chasing in Australia?
Ciampa. He's doing great until he loses that title tonight.
Is he? I don't think he's losing to Fletcher.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later when we do the Dynamite preview. I don't really know what'll happen.
It's going to a draw.
I mean, they got to get Fletcher on the card somehow, but they teased the Protocata again last night, or I should say on Saturday.
You would think Fletcher would be on the Grand Slam card. It's kind of like there's already 5 matches for that show. Not that they can't add another one, but I was
gonna say it's also it's a collision. There could be 10 matches.
Yeah, well, these aren't 5 matches that are going to be like 30 seconds. So
Right.
There's no like squash matches.
Yeah,
on this show.
I
imagine Fletcher will get on there in some capacity. I just don't know what.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that match tonight with Ciampa and Fletcher. But yeah, with where you go, and it's really what your aspirations are. And like you were saying, Ciampa's saying financially stable, made this decision. It could mean he's making less. It could mean he's making the same amount. And it could just mean that he wanted to take a chance on himself and he wanted to wrestle at the rate that he wanted to wrestle. Whereas others who might go to WWE might be like you said, Shinsuke said, no bumps, good food, and free travel, or whatever it is, whatever the 3 was. And someone could be like, okay, I could do that. Just gotta keep my head low and do whatever. It really comes in service of like where your head is at and what you think you want to do for the next little while. Maybe you want to coast, maybe you want to go coast to coast, but that's up to the performer.
Yeah. Nobody should be doing coast to coast. Apparently everybody gets hurt, at least in WWE.
That is true.
They do coast to coast.
The only person who could do it and get away with it, Shane McMahon.
Until he couldn't.
When did
Roman
he
speared him and killed him.
I was at that show. That ruled.
Yeah.
That was Survivor Series 2016.
Roman absolutely killed that man.
Just
That's
ruined.
weird. Yeah.
He rules. Oh, Roman's coming back for the entirety of March. You know what? I've decided Finn Balor, he's got to win that title at Elimination Chamber.
No, why?
He's got to win because you know what? If he wins, the story becomes either CM Punk.
Stupid.
It's stupid, but I love it. CM Punk being like, I'm going to save the WrestleMania main event, or it'll be Roman Reigns being like, I'm going to take this world title now so that I could beat Punk again at WrestleMania. And then he just beats. You go to Madison Square Garden, Finn Balor, CM Punk, and you're going to just have that end with, Roman wins, LOL. Going into Mania, we do Roman and Punk, but then they just swap the titles. And that way, Punk has on the chase again. That's the way to do it.
How does Punk get his match? Because Roman just is like, I'm gonna face you.
Yeah, Punk's like, you're not gonna take the title back for Mania. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna go in the draw. I'm gonna be the reason people go to this show. And then it's gonna be like the worstly attended WrestleMania ever for a multitude of reasons. And then people are gonna be like, well, that didn't work. But Roman Reigns will be the champion going into Mania. That's all you want. That's what you need.
No, this all sounds terrible.
Well, what else do you want? Finn to lose, and then we're just back to Roman Reigns versus CM Punk? No, that's not fun. That's too predictable. We're trying to big head our way into this Mania. We're gonna attitude era our way into this main event.
I think Drew might lose the title before Mania.
Yeah, I could see that. But then what? A multi-man match and he's involved again, and he still loses? Or
no, I don't know. So I noticed something today. I was doing the what?
Don't notice things that's bad for you.
So I was doing this SmackDown ratings, and we do the like the YouTube viewership numbers on those because they're very important. They didn't put Drew's promo on YouTube. It is just
Sucked.
it's just the Trick Williams confronts him afterwards. They didn't put like the actual promo.
Yeah, because it sucked.
Sure, but like they put a lot of shitty things on YouTube, so it's not like they're above like, oh, this thing sucked, like we're just not gonna put it on YouTube at all. It was just curious to me of, I mean, maybe because it was so like we talked about on Monday, it's like it didn't have anything really to do with the show because he was responding to a response that has nothing to do with like the build, because he's not facing Punk or Roman moving forward. He had to respond because they buried him, and he had to respond to that. He couldn't just let that slide. And look, say what you will about the response. I know you and SB3 weren't fans of it. I gave him the silver medal for it. But yeah, it was what it was, Izzy Dame. But it still not to put it on YouTube at all makes it just seem like, what's happening here? Why wouldn't they at least have? Because they probably would have done good views, right? Like that's what they care about. Drew McIntyre responds to Roman Reigns and CM Punk, like.
But it wasn't. Again, it wasn't very good. It just wasn't a good promo.
Okay, you can't use that it wasn't very good when they put match highlights of all their shitty matches and they put other not very good promos on there. It's a promo by the undisputed WWE champion responding to the biggest stars in the company.
Okay, then let me go back then. Those shitty matches that they put up are all in service of the stories they're telling. It feels to me like they didn't anticipate the need for him to respond because they're not doing anything with that story. Yes, Drew got buried, SmackDown got buried, but they're not doing a thing. That was just Roman trying to big up the fact that he was going after a title that's not the one he held for 3 years. It is him going after a different world title, and as a result, because Drew's not going to be part of that build, he just got little brothered and tossed to the side. I think that's all that was. They didn't put the promo up because it had nothing to do with anything that's going to happen long term between those three.
Okay, but this company is smart enough to monetize everything. That's what people hate about this company. At least one of the things.
But they won't monetize things.
Listen. They won't monetize what?
They won't monetize things that either did not get much traction, or
what do you mean it didn't get much traction?
It fell in its face. Most people were like that wasn't very good as a response.
Okay, listen. You don't have to frame it as Drew McIntyre responds to CM Punk and Roman Reigns, although that's good SEO. Like Drew McIntyre asked the SmackDown roster to step up before WrestleMania. That you're the world champion, the undisputed champion, calling out the SmackDown roster, which was part of the promo. You can say what you will about it if you liked it or didn't like it, but it was part of the promo. You frame it in such a way. You're telling me that doesn't work for them, a company that monetizes literally everything this company will monetize, and they couldn't figure out a way to monetize this promo. They could have. The fact that they didn't says more. Like I understand your points of things. I don't even fully disagree with your points of things because, as we talked about, it didn't really have much to do with the show. They aren't building a match between Roman and Drew or Roman and or Punk and Drew. Like he has nothing to do with this. He had to respond because he had to respond. But let's not act like they don't, put this stuff on YouTube and try to get what they can.
But they won't do it in disservice of whatever stories they're trying to tell. And that's the crux of the situation. It is against the story they were trying to tell. And like I see SB3 is agreeing with me. And this is another thing that SB3 did also agree about. And that is if you put it up as a standalone piece of content, SmackDown wrestlers stand up, that's a babyface promo. And your champion is very...
He thinks he's a babyface.
He's not a babyface. He hasn't been...
He thinks he is, though.
That's fine. That's the fact that he thinks he is does not make up for the fact that he is not presented as such, and therefore we can't placate the idiots, people who don't understand a nuance of a character.
They watch WWE. They're all idiots.
That's fair. I get it. They watch wrestling. They're all idiots. Let's not sit out here and say that we're morally superior. All wrestling is terrible. But the point is, you've got Drew being presented as a heel, and yes, is a bit of a full of himself heel, but like you can't put him out there as the guy that's telling people to step up when he himself will take any cheating effort to win. Like it doesn't, again, it completely undercuts the character and it makes him look even dumber. I don't think you need to put that promo up. I think if he goes out on Friday this week and he cuts a scathing promo about, Roman Reigns and CM Punk and why he's the champion who deserves to be on top.
Why is he going to cut that promo? He just cut it.
Oh, he didn't do a good job with it. I'm saying if they send him out there to do it again in service of trying to monetize, that's your best case scenario. And that's not a very good scenario to begin with.
No, I don't think you need to harp on this anymore. I think that's part of the thing is they don't want him to harp on this anymore.
That's why you don't put it up on socials. Good, we just figured it out. You leave it alone, and you're just like, all right, swing and a miss. We move on.
Like, I want to make it clear that I don't disagree with really anything Joel is saying on this. I just thought it was strange that they didn't put this promo up at all and try to frame it in a different way. And like, it's your world champion. You can say what you want about the content of it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. That's fine. I will still say he was put in a tough position and he did the best that he could with it. He got the silver medal. He still lost. I don't know if he got silver. He got like 4th place. Still the 4th best, but you're still a loser in the end. Like no, because bronze means like you still won your last match. He didn't win at all. He got like 4th. The 4th is still like in the grand scheme of things. There's like 12 countries competing. 4th is still pretty good, but you're still just a loser at the end of it. Like I don't disagree with any of this. The part that it just is weird to me that they just didn't put it up and frame it in a different way. It's your world champion cutting a promo and they monetize everything. So they basically are saying, I don't disagree with any of this. They basically are saying, like, yeah, this is pointless. This was stupid. We had to have him go out there and say something because he needed to respond to Roman and Punk. That's what he did. We have no intention of actually carrying this forward because they have no intention of carrying it forward. He's not part of the match. I just think it says a lot that they didn't do it. That's my point. I think they are saying a lot by not actually putting it up there.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I am curious, and I'm sure someone, whether it's our own Sean Ross Sapp or if it's Dave Meltzer or if it's Mike Johnson, I'm sure between the three of them, or maybe ZARIA, I don't know, someone who has those conversations will probably get it out from somebody how NBC Universal felt by this promo, how Backstage felt about Roman basically, treating the WWE Championship as number 2, how Drew felt. Like, I'm sure there will be more that comes out, but now the big question is like, how much of this should you have to sift through as like the unreal filter versus getting the actual comments from people who have genuine thoughts about how that went off? Because it's possible that we're going to find out that like the Roman promo was a little bit ham-fisted. He wasn't supposed to go as hard as he did against Drew and the WWE champion, and making the WWE champion specifically look like such an idiot. The crux of their promo between Punk and Roman was how they both beat that guy and how they both beat him before. Therefore, he's not the worthy competitor that people are going to try to build him up to be. However, in the same vein, it's a very tightrope to walk where you're trying not to bury your WWE champion and your other television partner that people are supposed to watch on Fridays. So I'm curious, like, what did the television partner think? What did the champion think? And what did the people backstage who worked on this promo with Roman think? Because I'm sure some people will be like, yeah, it's Roman, he could say whatever he wants. But there are going to be other people who will be like, well, he probably didn't have to go as far as he did and as hard as he did on the champion. And NBC could be like, well, he kind of fucked our show for a week. I don't know, but I am curious. I'm sure
the ratings were good on Friday, so
Just wasn't a very good show. What the hell happened? Oh, right. BD&P got fixed. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean the viewership was up, even though it was up against the opening ceremony and everything. So
replay of the opening ceremony.
I don't know. It was prime time though. It was prime time NBC. Even if it was a replay,
showing it as prime time. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not like everybody watched it live because I think live had happened at like 4 a.m. So it's still prime time NBC. Roman helped the show. He's like, yeah, let's tune in to see how shitty SmackDown's going to be this week since Roman buried this dumb brand.
Unfortunately, he proved the point by having a shitty SmackDown.
Like, they got Cody's promo up there, and they framed it as Cody saying that Drew isn't going to make it to WrestleMania with everything.
Yeah, because it's part of the story, because Drew took him out of the Royal Rumble.
Right, and so as I was saying, you can't frame it to where Drew was asking the SmackDown roster to step up ahead of WrestleMania. They can. They didn't for reasons.
Silly reasons. I'm curious. I'm curious about what, again, the backstage reaction, the partner reaction, and how this Friday SmackDown plays into it. Because obviously they're not going to talk about it again. That's the like flip side of it. This isn't going to come up again in conversation until March when Roman comes back, if at all. They may have been just one time they talked about it, and the point of it was that they were trying to heap the heat on the match for WrestleMania between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Could have been just easy as that, and Drew just happened to be a casualty of the promo, which is the worst situation you could be in because that's your world champion as well. But it was just not capitalized on, and it looked bad, and that's it. They didn't do a good job other than burying the guy.
They didn't monetize it. They monetize everything. They hate Drew McIntyre. That's my point.
Yeah, they do. They do hate Drew McIntyre. I get it though. I would hate him too.
They edit everything. They chop up everything. Like, they couldn't make something out of this. They could have. They chose not to because they hate Drew McIntyre.
I don't think it was that. I think, like SB3 and I said, it was just not a very good promo. They saw swing and a miss and just left it alone. That was it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
Is what it is, Izzy Dame.
Oh God, she wasn't on the show. Thankfully. Is there anything else from NXT? I don't think there was. We covered it all.
I mean, we covered parts of it.
We covered it all, Jeremy. We covered it all. Sure. Was there really anything else in that NXT? I don't think there was. David Finlay's gonna become a Nepo baby. Stacks is dropping that title on Friday. I'm almost certain of it.
Who's he facing?
Trey.
Oh, right.
I think this is it for the crossover for a little bit. There's no one else from NXT who's been on the show. No one else from NXT has been on TNA for the last month.
Oh.
I think they're taking a break.
Okay, sure.
Just from what I see. Now they're all going to come back, I swear to God. This new Nepo. It's going to be David Finley's going to be on TNA in 3 weeks. Have fun.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Trey wins. Then they'd be fine, sure.
They put their eggs in the tray. Again, I talked about this earlier. This is what they did 4 years ago or five years ago when Trey was supposed to go to WWE, and then that fell through, and then he came back as a singles competitor, and they immediately shot him up to the X Division title. Dave Finley and Brian Pillman Jr. I just love that those two they work together. That rules. Who needs Finn juice? You got Finn and pills.
Poor David Finley. Pill Finn?
Yeah, you had Finn juice. Now you can have Finn pill or Pin Finn. Pill Finn.
Is Stacks going to lose, or are they going to put the Knockouts title on Ariana Grace and do like power couple thing?
I don't think Ariana Grace is winning the Knockouts title. I think it's Finn build.
I don't know.
I talked about this on the post show for a very long time. I kind of stream of conscious it. Ariana Grace winning the Knockouts title makes zero sense in the the long-term story of who's after the Knockouts title. They have no baby faces in the Knockouts division is the problem. You've got the champion Lane Lee.
Wait, she just gets it back.
No, you've got Zaya Brookside, and then you've got on the other side, you've got Ash by Elegance who wants the title back, Danny Luna who never got the title shot she deserved. You've got there was someone else that I'm missing who also was in the title picture. Like you have,
was it Indy in the title picture?
You've got Indy who's another baby face who wanted to get in the title picture, but they're not pushing her. They're not pushing her that way because they know
they could.
Have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. You got Tessa that they're going to start trying to build up again in a few months. I'm sure of it. There's more against it than there is for it. Ariana Grace would just be holding the Knockouts title hostage, and it just wouldn't be good unless you're going to have her win and then immediately drop it like the next week.
No, they're gonna hold it, and so they can do like a Stax and Ariana Grace like power struggle with Santino, and they're gonna like use it to like manipulate Santino, and this is gonna go on for like 8 months, and then finally Santino is gonna be hip to it, and he's like, "I've been being used the whole time," and then I don't know what the hell happens after that, but you got 8 months to figure it out because that's how long this is gonna go on.
Jay Girl's asking when the last time Tessa was on TV. She was on this past week. She had a squash match, single squash. The thing with Ariana is that she can lose the match, and then Daria Ray could be like, "Well, that was a big waste of time. You were emotional again, Santino." The story is between Santino and Daria Ray. That's really what it is.
So this is how actually it gets into. Daria Ray is actually aligned with Santino and Stax the whole time, and she's
Ariana and Stax.
Yeah. She's using Ariana to manipulate Santino into things that she wants to happen. Look, 8 months of stories easily here.
Not good ones. Yeah.
I didn't say they were good.
King of the North, more Santino stories. Perfect.
Yeah. I didn't say any of them were good. I'm just saying it's TNA. Nothing on this show's good.
They do usually it's one title change at the plus shows, and it's gonna be the Stax title. It's gonna be the international title.
What if it's the Knockouts title?
Knockouts title.
All right. We'll revisit this conversation on Monday.
Yes, we will. It'll be the
Just
thumbnail
wait.
that happens, by the way.
No, if that's the thumbnail, then nothing happened over the weekend.
That's the monkey's paw. The monkey's paw. If Ariana Grace wins the TNA Women's Championship, the Knockouts title, that's going to be the thumbnail.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, if Ariana Grace wins the Knockouts title, that's fine. Yeah. I thought you were talking like if Trey McGill wins the international title.
No.
That's fine. Yeah, me being correct being the thumbnail is completely fine with me.
Of course, it's fine with me.
Yeah. I think me being correct should always be the thumbnail.
No, it's not. No, absolutely not. Yeah, Danny Luna. I talked about this on the post show last week. She got lost in the shuffle because of the whole visa thing. She didn't get to do the match at Genesis. She hasn't been back since. She's going to be back this. I'm telling you, she's going to be back at these tapings, and they need to bring that back around. But then you've got Ash by Elegance, who's cleared again. So it's like, it's a lot to have to deal with. Getting your Knockouts house in order, and you don't want to Danny Luna again because that's a bad idea.
Okay, so Santina is the person who defeats.
I saw this. They shouldn't. They should never.
No. Hear me out, Joel.
No.
Santina defeats Ariana Grace to win that title, and then Santino defeats Stax to win that title. So he gets both of them, and then he defends them both as like a split personality type of thing. You know, he's a double champion, but like he can't acknowledge that he's a double champion because it's his sister. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, the first brother and sister combination to hold championships in wrestling. Would that be the case? I don't know. Somebody can tell me if it is. But I think that would, right? Is there another like brother sister duo that has won like titles in a company? There's not that many brother sister duos in wrestling all together. No. I don't think. So yeah, this is perfect, right? I think this is a great idea.
Santina a cousin?
Was it a cousin?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
All right, fine. First cousins to hold.
Tato, are you going to the tapings as well? If you are, please send us the results.
Yeah, you can send them. Create more work for me. Thanks.
You can send them to me and then
just
I'll send them to Jeremy.
It's either way. I have to do this shit.
I'll just middleman that shit for you.
I'm just kidding, C Delgado. I would appreciate any type of report if you're going to No Surrender, then like we can watch that show. But if you're going to the taping show, then any spoilers would be appreciated. All right.
Also,
so anyway,
hold on.
what?
Also, while you're there, C Delgado, can you please drop $100 to?
Is that my own?
Not going to the tapings. I have a wife. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, imagine
tapings. $100. Get a photo with the married couple who aren't friends on the show. Show them how much happier you and your wife are. Happy Valentine's Day, baby. This is what life could be, but you chose me.
I feel like that's grounds for divorce if you tell your wife like, hey, we're gonna spend Valentine's Day at a TNA show. I feel like she has legal grounds to just completely divorce you at that point.
That's fair.
No judge would rule in your favor. You'd be like, all right, what do you want in this breakup here? Whatever you want, it's yours.
I want Moose. I got Moose in the divorce.
All right, so Santina's the Knockouts champion. Santino is the international champion. We do 8 months of stories before we get to that point, of course. And then after 8 months, they both win the title. Oh, I got it. If they're not brother and sister, if they are cousins, if that's the gimmick here, then when are they in the South again? Probably like 2 weeks after all of this, because I feel like they're always in the South. Then you can do the wedding.
They're in Atlanta.
Between. Well, no, 8 months down the line, Joel. You know.
Oh, 8 mil. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. They don't know that.
They'll be in the South at some point, right? They'll be in the South. Then they can do the wedding between Santino and Santina. Since they're just cousins, it's fine. It's all legal. And then you get the wedding on TNA television as well. So I think that's where they go with this. Double champions, do the wedding. That's the end of the promotion. You can't go anywhere else from there.
Woof. Number 2 promotion.
Yeah.
So I'll be dropping a number 2 while they do that match.
Imagine imagine the headlines they will create with like cousins get married on TNA television.
We're live in Wheeling, West Virginia.
I'm saying.
Carlos Silva is going to officiate from his chair. God,
I feel like this could work.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. I don't think it should happen.
It should totally happen.
No, it shouldn't. Oh my God. Yeah, the Brooke and Bully wedding. Didn't somebody think it was a shoot in that family?
Hulk.
Probably.
He's like, well, it's not a black guy. It's fine with me.
At least it's not Bully's brother, right, brother? Which one? He has more than one? Tell him about dances with Dudley.
Tell him about Big Dick Dead Day. He's like, well, is that the gimmick or is that real? Because, you know, Hulk has a big penis and Terry has a small penis.
You would have thought that he wrote that promo on Friday. Oh, God. Josh, I think you jumped the shark on this. Yes, absolutely.
Which part? Like the show in general? Sure.
Tender's adding a super chat saying Yoda Tsuji calling out Bushiroad makes him the best. Yoda Tsuji's re-signed, he said, to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, and then he was like, Bushiroad, let's make this promotion better. That was like, it was fine. I didn't know where it was going with it. I thought they were saying that Terracotta was sitting there and was like confused of what was going on. I don't know. It was early. I was hoping Yoda Tsuji would just shoot on the whole company of like you didn't give Okada his proper respect. I don't care about that dumb photo that you posted online. You let AEW just bully us. Another AEW star comes in and gets a title shot since Andrade won. I'm tired of all this bullshit. I wanted him to go in a little bit more, honestly, but that was okay.
Well, the point is, he showed up and he won his match. Unlike that Aaron Wolf, big old loser.
House of Torture stocks all the way up.
Oh, that was a phenomenal, stupid outcome. I love it. They're just like, we're just testing Aaron Wolf to see how he treats losing. Was he yelling and screaming on the hotel room floor? or was he taking it in stride? It was
now that Evil's gone, I can't even pretend to like this House of Torture bullshit and Ren Narita. I was like, what are they doing with this? This sucked so bad, so bad. That sucked.
It's gonna be.
I gotta drop the House of Torture bit since Evil's gone. I don't like Ren Narita that much, just as much as I actually like Evil. Like I think he's good and everything. Like when he wants to be, when he's not doing the House of Torture stuff. Ren Narita, I've never like fully gotten behind. So, yeah,
They're gonna send Aaron Wolf to CMLL. They're gonna put him on excursion because he's a young lion. Remember, he did the head shave and he's wearing the black tights. He's a young lion. So now he's gonna go on excursion. He's gonna come back in a few months. And he'll work Rev Pro and CMLL and maybe an AEW match, and he'll come back. And there you go. Tenders was saying Aaron Wolf tweeted that he's pissed off. Well, he can go be pissed off somewhere else.
He's doing a character. He's not. I don't think he's like actually pissed off. I mean, maybe he is.
He's
but like
throwing shit at the wall, just destroying rooms. Yeah. Who knows? He's gonna go work real American freestyle. It's great.
It sucked. I laughed just because this stuff is just funny to me, and I don't have the attachment to it. But if I did, I'd be like, this was awful. That Jake Lee match about put me to sleep too. Oh, SP3 and I'll talk about it. I don't know how.
Tomorrow.
What?
I said, yeah, you guys will talk about it tomorrow, of course.
Yeah, I don't know how SP3 felt about it, but I was like, man, this.
I don't think you liked it.
Okay. All right. Good.
Spoiler alert. I don't think you liked it.
Okay. Oh, Brock Lesnar is gonna be
fuck him
live on Raw.
Oh, tickets down?
I don't know. Sure.
When do they?
Atlanta, February 23rd is when Brock's gonna be on Raw. For those that care.
Talk about it on Thursday on the Spotlight with your pal, with Jensen.
Oh yeah, I'll see if he goes to that show.
Yeah. Well, Cody's not there, so probably not. Unless they announce Cody's gonna do it.
Nah, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, AEW Dynamite tonight is at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. Anything ever go on there? Anything ever happen outside that venue? The giant limo and a photo on top of that limo with a bunch of guys wearing black and white shirts, and the other guy who worked for the competition. Anything ever happened there?
Oh, is that where that happened?
That's where it happened. Yeah, outside of the arena.
Yeah. Okay.
For those who don't remember, that was the Jimmy Jacobs gets fired angle, and by which I mean not an angle. He got fired.
Yeah.
He took a photo with all of his friends, got himself fired, and then went to TNA and proved himself, and then left TNA, went to go work for AEW, then decided he was burnt out, and then he left, and everyone wants him to come back to wrestling, and I'm just like, why? He'll get burnt out in a month. So if you give him some sort of structure, maybe he'll stick around. Anyway, tonight AEW Dynamite is live from the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. Wow, this is okay. Your three dots are weird. Sorry, we're back. Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland have a face-to-face interview. Are they going to talk to each other? Or are they going to talk between the person who is facilitating the interview?
I hope that Kenny Omega is like swerving when you drive his bad kids. And that's the end of the whole thing.
Who's facilitating the interview? Who's doing it? Is it Renee?
No, I assume Shivani. Unless it's backstage, and then yeah, probably Renee.
Okay, we'll find out. TNT title, Tommaso Ciampa takes on Kyle Fletcher. He is the prototype of a star.
I think Ciampa's gonna win, and then Fletcher's gonna attack afterwards. Like Takesha's gonna kind of join in, and Mark Briscoe's gonna make a save. Yeah, because I agree that Fletcher's got to be on this Australia card because it's weird if he's not. But I don't think like they're gonna do a rematch, but a tag team match.
What
makes
if
sense
for one night only on Collision they put Aussie Open back together?
Okay, like I'm fine with that. It doesn't need to be one night. I mean, Mark Davis needs. Sometimes I'm not saying like Fletcher needs to be his permanent tag team partner, but
that's why I'm saying one night only.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think you got to kind of further along the feud between Okada, Fletcher, and Takeshita. I could also see who's the third for Briscoe and Ciampa.
I wouldn't even. You know what? I would just make it a straight up tag match. Ciampa and Briscoe versus Fletcher and Davis. Let Davis kind of level up himself as a singles competitor. Maybe go after the TNT title next. Davis and Ciampa. It's a short-term thing, but at least it moves something along. Kyle Fletcher loses, but he doesn't lose looking bad. In fact, maybe Davis wins the tag match.
Yeah, you can pin Mark Briscoe. I mean, I love Mark Briscoe, but like he can take that loss.
Yeah, so there's actually there's a way to do it, but again, we'll find out what the end of this match looks like. But I agree with you that they can do something that leads to a tag match.
Well, I thought maybe a trios match with Fletcher, Okada, Takeshita there, and against Briscoe. What? Oh yeah, Takeshita. Sorry, Takeshi's facing Moxley. That's right. So yeah, Davis actually makes more sense in all of this. So yeah, maybe it is going to be Mark Davis and Fletcher against Briscoe and Ciampa. That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes, but that's TNT title tonight is Ciampa and Fletcher, and then Women's World Championship is on the line. Chris Statlander versus Tekla in a strap match. I think it might be Tekla's time.
It feels like it, because why run this back so quickly? Yeah, but also like they definitely like Statlander, and maybe they want to try to salvage this thing a little bit before you move on to whoever is going to take the title from her. It's kind of a toss up, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised with either direction. If Statlander wins, I hope they have a better direction for her coming out of this. And if Tekla wins, I hope they have some direction for her coming out of this.
Honestly, Tekla winning just kind of screams Mercedes comes back as a babyface and beats her eventually, whether that's at I'm expecting Mercedes at Revolution at this point. It's a month until the show, but Mercedes is starting to be announced for various events. The one Winnipeg is at the end of March. I was going to say she's booked around that show, around Revolution. I think maybe the France show is like that weekend of Revolution.
Yeah, she'll be back before Revolution. I fully expect that. It's just she just comes right back to the title picture. Like, she lost the title. I need to see.
She said she's gonna scalp people. Remember?
Oh, sure, but babyface Mercedes just comes back, and that sucks. I need to see some type of struggle there.
Trying to remember what that announcement was, but when she's doing it. Yeah, 14th of March, literally the night before Revolution.
Okay.
So maybe not.
Nah, she'll be back before Revolution though.
But I don't think she'll wrestle at Revolution.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. I can see Tekla winning, and then what they do with it from there, I don't know. I hope they have something, but we'll find out. So, yeah, and then 3-way tag team match for the number one contendership. Rascals was Myron Reed and Des Xavier on this card versus the Young Bucks versus TBD, and everyone has wondered who TBD is. A lot of people insinuating it could be Private Party making their return.
Okay. Be fine with Private Party being back. Hopefully, who got jacked? Which one? Cassidy got jacked? Mark Quinn got jacked?
Okay. Mark Quinn got jacked.
All right.
I gotta look this up now, but yes.
All right. Well, that's fine. Like, they haven't been on TV for like a year now, over a year, right? Because they lost those titles. Yeah, they lost those titles at the Halloween show in 2024. So, yeah. I think he's going to bring them back to lose because they ain't winning this match, I don't think.
Well, why wouldn't they pin the Rascals?
Nah.
I don't have the answer, and that's the thing. That's why I'm not running to the Private Party idea, because if they come, the team that comes in either has to be not much of a shock or such a big shock that they don't win. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that they lose. And by the way, Private Party, they haven't been on since it was January 1st, 2025.
Yeah. 2025?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Sorry, not January 1st, January 22nd.
Oh, Private Party?
Private Party. Did I not say Private Party?
No, you did.
Okay.
That makes sense. Sorry.
fucking long
What
time.
match were they in there?
You're thinking of, so they won the tag titles at Fright Night Dynamite 24.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was their last appearance when they won the titles.
That's when they beat the Bucks, and then they dropped the titles to the Hurt Syndicate at that Dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah, in late 2025 or late January 2025.
Early 2025.
Late January in 2025.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
The month was the late.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I confused when they won and they lost those things. Maybe Hook will have a new member of the Ops, and that'll be the thing.
Yeah, we reported over on Fightful Select that Mimosa Joe is in concussion protocol. We'll see if he comes back soon or what the situation is there. But best wishes to Joe, and hopefully he's back sooner than later.
Did they just like flip a coin? Because it's just now the Hook and Shibata, right? Like,
oh, that's right. They do need a third.
Hobbs is gone.
Yeah.
So Hook is like, I'm the leader now. It's like, well, I guess so. Because, I
can't think of anyone else who could be running the show. Like Gabe Kidd. I don't know who else could be in the Ops. Who would be the guy? Like
David Finlay.
David Finlay. Like, yeah, you think Shibata would be the automatic leader? Nope, because he doesn't speak English, and we've learned that if you don't speak English, you shouldn't be around.
Joe should have put the phone in charge.
The phone.
Yeah.
No, we're missing it. I think I know who the guy in charge should be. I think you all know who it should be.
Hi, guys!
He had Thekla on his podcast.
No, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the Jerichops.
The Jerichops.
Yeah, Jericho Ops.
That's who doesn't arrest you on January 6th. They just let you in.
That's right. The Jerichops. Oh, Kid and Connors is not a bad shout as one of the tag teams.
Yeah.
Cope and Cage. Oh yeah, that's a great way to bring them back. It'd be very funny. I mean, it is a match against FTR, so like it would make sense. It would be a little anticlimactic.
It feels weird if they just like come back as the mystery team here.
And also, is the match in Australia? Is it for Grand Slam or is it for?
No, it's for Revolution. I'm pretty sure.
Revolution. Okay. Yeah, Kid and Connors would be interesting. But again, I mean, Cope and Cage walking in as the wild card team and just winning. Like you could do it. They pin the Bucks, or do they?
No, the Bucks can lose. It's fine.
Okay, that's fair. Oh no!
But like you have two babyface teams in this already. That's why it feels like a heel team is coming in. You can put a third babyface team here.
Maybe Myron Reed is actually maybe it's Myron Reed's going to turn heel.
What? No, stop.
What? Why not? They're immediately bringing the Rascals immediately to break them up.
No, stop it.
It's fine. Oh man, yeah. SP3 mentioning that Gabe is in Japan, but you know the magic of flight. You can come right back. You can just fly your ass right back.
Yeah, you could time travel. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Get off the plane. They're in Ontario, like they're in California, so it's not like the flight is impossible. Like you're right there compared to inland USA is what I'm getting at.
I'm pretty sure he can't fully.
He's gonna do it. He got on the flight last night. It's only what 14. No, it's not even. It's a 12-hour flight. He's fine.
I mean, if it's a 12-hour flight, he could technically make that because that match ended at about. It was relatively early. I think that match was over by about like 3:00 because the show ended. Yeah, because I think it started at like 2:15, so it definitely ended by 3. So if he immediately got on a flight and it's a 12-hour flight, then yes, he would be in time because he'd be there by 2. What time differences and everything? I don't know because it was 3 Eastern, so my time. So it'd be 3 Eastern, which would actually be like 12 American. I don't know. I don't think it's Gabe Kidd. We're doing way too much time travel and time math here.
When it's Gabe Kidd, I'm gonna laugh because we'll just sit here and be like, we had it right. We just couldn't get the actual.
Truthfully, if it's Gabe Kidd, that would be one of the most amazing things. Yes. The fact that like he would wrestle, and he'd be pulling a real Hogan there, wrestling in two countries in the same day. That's what Hogan thought he did. Gabe Kidd would actually be fucking doing it.
Oh yeah, actually, it could be Big Bill and Brian Keith. There you go.
Why would you do that? They just.
I know. That's the problem. You got to pick a team.
I do hope it's Hurt Syndicate. Actually, that'd be hilarious. I just squash both of these teams. Bobby Lashley's just like, I'm coming back. I'm winning this shit, brother.
Lashley just doesn't tag in for the entire match. I'm not going to be ready for another month, but damn it, I want that tag match.
That would rule if he just showed up. And yeah, he doesn't. Shelton does all the work, and then Bobby just comes in, and they just all these skinny dorks, the Young Bucks and the Rascals, just fall over at the sight of Bobby Lashley, and that's that.
Shout out to Ryan in the chat saying GYV, please, a man can dream. GYV's too busy losing matches. Even Rice LaDawn can't help them.
Yeah.
Good old Rice LaDawn. Anyway. That's what's announced for Dynamite, unless I'm missing something. Pretty sure I got everything. Let's take a quick look at the AEW on TV. I don't think they're going to have anything extra. Nope, because they're all promoting the Australia show and the matches that have already been announced. Cool. All right, well, there you go. Should be a good night tonight. Anything we need to talk about, put over?
What was your moment of, what was yesterday? Tuesday, Joel?
My moment of Tuesday was Joe Hendry coming to the ring. There was no concert to be had, and instead he just put up the title like a real working champion against the lowest card person he could find. Good for you, Joe. Aim low and you'll never lose.
Aim low and you'll never lose?
You'll never lose.
How does that make sense?
Well, if you kick him in the dick, you win. And if you aim low in life, then you'll never lose because you'll always win.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. My moment of Tuesday was Booker T's reaction to Blake Monroe hitting a suplex DDT on Jada Parker, because he's like, what the, he, that wasn't supposed to happen. Booker just, he didn't know how to sell that one, because that was a rough looking spot.
That whole opening match, you had Vic trying to be like, "Are you okay, Book? You're having trouble with your words." You went to reset you, and Booker was just like, Sometimes you just got to reset the computer, like I did earlier. Anyway,
Booker rules.
Oh no, he's terrible. But anyway, we're back tomorrow. SP3 and Jeremy, they'll talk about the New Japan show from last night, and I'm sure they'll talk about Dynamite, assuming Dynamite doesn't end in a DQ. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. What's the main event tonight? The TNT title? Unless it's a big return for the wild card.
Yeah, even if it's Cope and Christian, they might still put that on middle of the card or early in the card just to get the pop early. I think we had a discussion last week of should it be the women's title match? And if you're going to do a title change, I think it kind of should be, honestly. And it's a strap match. I think it's probably going to be a really good match because it's a strap match and everything. What's at the top of the rundown there, Joel?
They don't have one this week.
Oh.
They got wise to us.
They don't even know what the main event is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TNT title match is probably a good call there, unless they're going to close with the Swerve and Omega segment. Well, if it's an in-ring, if it's a backstage, then obviously no. But
yeah, they're calling it face-to-face. I have to assume that it's going to be a in-the-ring thing.
Yeah.
Usually face-to-face is in the ring and not otherwise they'll call it like a sit-down interview or something.
Yeah.
The wild card team will be the return of the Golden Jets.
We can only hope, honestly. They never got their shot.
Yeah. Ready for it. Anyway. We'll find out. But SP3 and Jeremy are back tomorrow. Talk about AEW, talk about New Japan, and whatever else. They're going to talk about all the other sports because that's just what they do. And I will wait until TNA is on that night.
Sounds terrible.
I will give Jeremy all of the notes so that he can go to bed at a reasonable hour. And I'll also go to bed at a reasonable hour because my post show will start at 10 o'clock Eastern. Hooray. So,
results of our poll question: would you propose at a wrestling event? 29% said yes, 71% said no. To the 29% that said yes, if any of you are still here, do you think your partner would say yes if you proposed at a wrestling event? Maybe that's tomorrow's poll question.
That is definitely the question for tomorrow. Would they say yes? You know what? Only one way to find out. Go to the TNA show, buy those $100 packages for something that you may or may not get. Send the email to the email address that you can't send it to anymore because it's no longer being advertised. And go get yourself married. Congratulations. Or I'm sorry. I don't know. Either way.
Definitely not congratulations if you're proposing at a wrestling event. That's definitely sounds like sorry. You know.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Do the last thing.
What did we accomplish today,
Joel? Oh, we learned that if you're going to bury somebody, bury them softly, because chances are when they have to unbury themselves, they'll have a lot of sand to eat on the way up. Never question the motivations of an artist. And friendships are a lot like love. They can only go so far if you support each other. Otherwise, they all just fall apart and fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. There's a Hardy's interview that we have on the main channel. Go watch it.
I think the biggest thing we accomplished today, Joel, is love is ring.
Love is the ring.
Love the ring, like Gunther.
Yes. Don't make love to the ring.
Well, you know.
I classify myself as ring sexual. Thank you. You're attracted to rings more than you'd ever know.
For those that don't know, the running banner today, it's Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. Baby Keem has a new album coming out next week, so I'm very excited. So that was the banner choice that I made. I'm sure Louis and smart people got it, and all you other losers, my wife excluded because she asked me what it meant.
Wow.
All you other
losers.
All you other losers need to listen to better music.
People are jokes. Anyway, come back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, or don't, but you should because our show's great, and you should all love it. And honestly, where else are you going to get TNA news that never actually happened, but we got the scoop? We have all the scoops here. Tommy Dreamer wasn't going to talk about it on Busted Open. Neither was Nick Nemeth, and he was part of the deal. No, but we got the scoop.
With his kind of brother love or something.
Paints his face red, wears a white suit. Puts a pillow under his shirt. Anyway, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Leave a thumbs up on the way out. Say nice things about us, or don't. I don't care. But I do care because I need the validation. Ladies, gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.